Assalamu alaikum wa assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm going to talk about man and chain. Man is born in chain. Man is born in chain. Well, man is born in chain because man was a chain. And man wasn't a chain because one was a chain. So when man is a chain, and when man was a chain, when man was a chain and when chain was a chain, what was man when born in chain? You see what that means basically is that man was never a chain. Man was never a chain or a chain without a chain. So when man was a chain, man will always be in a chain. And that means it's a circularization of a chain. You see, circularization, or you can call it a circle. You can call it a circle or a circularization that man was born in chain. Born in chain. That's why we have brotherhood. That's why we have brothers. That's what man is. Man is born in chain. You see? That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And the other way you can describe that as well as what I just said is that when man is a chain, man can bust any chain when they're with their chains. You see, that's called teamwork. That's called teamwork. So when the team comes to team, when the team says to the other team that man is not just a chain, a lonely chain. A lonely chain is not a lonely chain. Man is not a lonely person. Man is always inviting. Man is always inviting. That's why man is always powerful in those moments when the chain becomes loose. When the chain becomes loose. When the chain becomes loose, do you understand how much man is powerful in that moment? In that moment, a man can destroy anything. Anything. Talk about it in olden days, like BC days, A.S.I days. I don't know about the A.S.I, but I do talk about it, A.S.I and BC. So I think there is A.S.I and BC. Talk about it in the first division, the first early years of life, when these is the hadith doesn't say it, but maybe it says it, but people that are too much into religion that they would know or they wouldn't know, but they would make up stories or not, nevertheless, you know, man is tall, very tall, like in the Holy Quran, in the Bible, when they talk about the Goliath, so tall that David defeated the Goliath. So man is powerful, you see. Man is powerful. Man builds bridges. Man builds man can build anything. That's how powerful man is. You see? I will obey. So when you see. So when you understand what you have to do, like I said in the other videos, the clips, the videos, to do. When you do your to do, and you stick to your to do, and you do your to do, man can do anything. Man can do anything. You see. So you see, practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. So do the thing to make it perfect. You see. It's a shame. It is a shame that Afghanistan, isn't the number one in everything. Why shouldn't it be? Why shouldn't it be? Because AFG is number one on the list of alphabetical countries that is written. Fact or no fact? Fact. You see? So like I was saying, Afghanistan needs people such as myself, obviously. But for me to be in Afghanistan would be very difficult for myself because I am not used to it. But what Afghanistan needs is educational therapies to profound and to make it even better in a way of going forward with money and everything. Just like America, if not like America, India, if not like India, I would be ashamed. Even Nollywood has Africa has a Nollywood. India has a Bollywood. America always had a Hollywood. You know. So that's what I wanted to say for that moment. For this what I wanted to say. You know. People think that they're free. People think that they're free, they can do anything. Well, if you're a little child, yeah, you are a free person, whether a little girl or a little boy. You know? You're free to do anything, but even some children in some countries work from the age of, believe it or not, 2, 3, 4, 5. They work. That's the pedigree of their ancestors, maybe, or the pedigree of the father or the mother that the child is born from. You see, pedigree means a proper, very, very strong base bloodline. You know, that's what pedigree is. To me, that's what it is. You know.
Yo, listen, I don't really want to tell this, yo.
And
I know what to do, yo.
Basically, environmental issues are a very big factor in Afghanistan. Environmental issues. Environmental issues like the bomb blasts and all that. That was a long time ago. I know it happens maybe now and then, but it doesn't. So there should be, for example, detectives everywhere in Afghanistan. Detectives. They should use their intelligence. They should use detective intelligence. They should use every kind of way of possible from alphabet A to Z. I mean, it says A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on to Z, right? So that's what it should have. A to Z, everything. A to Z, everything. From doctor to, from even animals to zebra. You know? From antidote to fix a zebra. You know? From A to Z road names. From A to Z different type of doctors. From A to Z different type of, but don't make this too funny. Observe means to you what it means, so you should know yourself. Observe what it means. Like monitoring the child. That's what observing means. Supervising, observing, you know? But slowly getting better. Slowly getting better. So that's what it should be. You know, honestly, that's what it should be. You know? I mean, don't go in a fast pace. Sometimes you have to take the risk. Yeah, we know. Sometimes you have to take the risk in order to achieve. Otherwise, you'll never achieve. Sometimes you must achieve in order not to take the risk. Sometimes you must achieve in order to divert the risk to achieve another risk or this or that. To achieve the damn thing, you see. So, that's that, you know. Some people have microchips. They have microchips. Microchips is a very important thing. Microchips could be in computers, in telephones. In computers, telephone, most of the electronic things in microchip it does have. It does have. You see? So when microchip is installed in computers and in computers and telephone and other gadgets. You see, that's when you can monitor. That's when you can monitor. Believe it or not, some animals even have a little tag, you know, to monitor the animal to see how far they're flying, how far they're walking. So they should have Afghanistan needs a proper law. It needs a proper law. Undermining, organizing, monitoring, supervising, observing, you know, to make it right. To make it right and to achieve fully righteous and righteous. That's what I want to say for this video. Assalamu alaikum.